Should gender identity curriculum be forced upon our kids? Today we'll talk about why I think that it is narcissism and child abuse. Welcome to CSC. Steve here with another video. And, nothing shocks me too much anymore when I read stuff in the news and hear it on TV. But this is gender identity stuff with little children. To me, it's really going over the edge. So let's put aside the religious objections for a moment. Not that it is not crucial, as I feel it is an affront to God himself, but I'll get to that in a moment. But I want to talk about the human common sense side of this first. After doing a quick Google search, I want you to listen to some of the recent headlines regarding this topic. The first one is from ABC News, and it says, the headline is, "Children with gender dysphoria no longer have to seek court approval to undergo surgery." It's an article by Michelle Brown. And the headline is, "The family court has decided it will no longer intervene in cases where children with gender dysphoria have the permission of their parents and treating doctors to undergo surgery." Wow. Do you actually know what that means? It's that these kids no longer have to get permission from their parents in order to undergo the surgery, the beginnings of the surgery to change their sex. I'll just let that sink in for a little while. And let me read this second article to you. And this is from the California Family Council. Now, California is the state that usually trailblazes these things. And then a lot of other states, liberal-minded states will follow. So just listen to the article on their website, the California Family Council. "Teachers help kindergartner announce gender change to shock classmates," by Greg Burke. "Teachers help kindergartner announce gender change to shock classmates." And here's what the first paragraph of the article says. "With the help of his teacher and under the guidance of his parents, a kindergarten student in Rockland, California, announced his new gender identity to his class in a way that confused and scared some of his classmates and upset parents of the students. Despite receiving numerous parental complaints, officials from the public charter school defended the teacher's decision to allow a transition ceremony, explaining state and federal laws against discrimination, preventing them from stopping what happened." Can you wrap your mind around that? The kid's parents and the school decided that it was okay for this student to announce. It doesn't say whether it was a boy wanting to be a girl or a girl wanting to be the boy. At least not in this little clip here. That it was okay for them to subject their children and others' children to this. And it was defended because there are laws that prevent discrimination. So, they're not caring really about the kids in all of this. They're just caring about their own ideology. And I'll get to that in a minute. And so, lest you think that this is only happening in the United States, the independent UK website reported, and listen to this, "The Church of England tells schools to let children explore" what? Gender identity. And this is what the article starts to say. "Children should be able to try out the many cloaks of identity without being labeled or bullied, the Church of England has said in new advice issued to 5,000 schools. The Church of England said youngsters should be free to explore the possibilities of who they might be, including gender identity, and says that Christian teaching should not be used to make children feel ashamed of who they are. Can you believe that? The Church of England is saying that. The parents and the schools who are promoting this, in my opinion, are both narcissistic and abusive. They are narcissistic because they are forcing their own selfish and twisted ideology onto their children with no real concern about the long-lasting effects. They want to imprint their so-called enlightened views on their children in order to show their friends that they are progressive in their worldview. They are abusive because they are destroying the kids' lives and taking away their childhood. It started, if you remember, with the gender neutral toy debate. They said that boys should not play with tanks and trucks and toy soldiers, but must play with dolls and toy babies, just like girls, and vice versa. The girls should play with trucks and race cars and, army toys and the like. Now they want little children as young as 3 and 4 to be able to decide if they want to be a girl or boy. How sick is that? They have given up their roles as parents who should be guiding their children into proper thinking, to people who just want to encourage an ideology. They are using their kids. The Church of England should be ashamed of themselves. They should remove the name church from the Church of England and just be called of England. What a disgrace. The Bible says, male and female, he, that is God, created them. To go against this is in direct rebellion to God. They're in effect saying that we know as people better than God knows what our gender should be. Listen to what Proverbs 21:2 says. It says, every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs the hearts. And again in Proverbs 14:12, it says, there is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way of death. Unfortunately, this is going to lead to the deaths of many, many children. Approximately 41% of transgender people attempt suicide at least once in their lives, compared to the rate of 5% in the general population. My friends, we need to pray. To me, this is the end game. Once a society is unable to love and care for its own children, it is no longer worthy of existence, in my view. Abortion kills some 600,000 children in a year in the U.S. alone. Now we want to slowly destroy kids by encouraging them to change their sex. I am scared for what lies ahead for these kids. We are destroying ourselves. God will eventually judge all of these actions. Our only hope is to pray that God will restore some common sense to us and that he will revive our country with his spirit. Thank you for listening. This is a sobering message, but I pray that you will take it to heart and start to understand what is at stake in our country, in the world for that matter, and realize the seriousness of this. So once again, thank you for listening. Please do subscribe to our show so that you can hit the little bell icon so that you can get notifications when we post new videos. And we certainly appreciate it. And we are praying for you in this crazy world. So God bless you. Thank you. See you next time.